The best-selling manga in history is on break this week, but have no fear. Have no fear and make sure you have your Santa hats near. Because today, we are going to be looking back on this incredible stretch of chapters from the moment that Onigashima started, which to me was back in chapter 974 when we got out of the Odin flashback. From chapter 974 until chapter 1004. This legendary 30-chapter stretch, and to me, alright, and I just finished rereading the arc. To me, the best is yet to come. And when I read off these list of moments to you, when I read off this top 10 to you, you're going to be like, what? And then you're going to be like, I know, it's only going to get better. And it's insane considering the amount of greatness we've gotten in this arc so far. You know what I mean? Like, in Wano as a whole. But in Onigashima, bro, it has been some of my favorite memories of reading this manga weekly. And I've been reading this manga weekly for a very, very long time. But this arc, it is hitting different, man. And that's why I wanted to take this opportunity while One Piece is on break to look back on the last 30 chapters and pick out my favorite moments and attempt to rank them. And to be quite honest with everybody, man, aside from number 1, 2 to 10 were flip-flopping all over the place. I just wrote down a number, man. I don't even know. At this point, like I said, everything aside from number 1 is just, it's goated. Like, it's so hard to separate them. But I had to make some sort of list, so here we are. With that being said, I really want to know what your favorite moments in the arc are, because I had to limit it to just 10. You know, I'm sure there's going to be a few moments that I'm going to end up leaving out. So please put down your favorite moments in this arc. It doesn't have to be 10. It could be 5. It could be 1. It could be 3. It don't matter, man. Just let me know what your favorite moments in Onigashima have been so far. But without further ado, let's talk about the awesome sauce of what has been a legendary arc. Coming in at number 10, the return of our favorite pineapple, the unexpected return of that Ichigo-voiced Yonko commander that is beloved by so many of us in the community, the Phoenix himself. Dude, when this man showed up, and I believe that was chapter 981, out of nowhere, because at the time, all of us were, the last thing on our minds was Marco showing up this early in the arc. I was expecting Marco to show up when things were heating up, when Luffy was already fighting Kaido and they needed a doctor, they needed some way to turn the tides. That's when Marco was going to show up. Nah, Oda said ankle break Marco at the beginning of the arc, because I've got everything in control. I know what I'm going to do. And we know that he knew exactly what he was going to do with what's currently taking place with Marco taking on King and Queen. And Lord knows we needed that. we definitely needed that to take place. But man, Marco coming back, the manner that it happened, you know, that incredible double page spread, the build-up to it, Izo and Nekomamushi showing up as well. Shout out to Marco coming back, man. Coming in at number 9, the beginning of the raid. Now, when I'm talking about the beginning of the raid, I'm talking from the moment that Kaido sliced off Orochi's head and Momonosuke revealed himself to everyone whenever Kaido was like, yo, what's your name, boy? What's your name? And Momonosuke with his whole chest out said, my name is Kozuki Momonosuke, the future chosen of the Wano. You know what I mean? I am Kozuki Odin's son. And I am here to tell y'all exactly who I am. And from then to everyone converging in one place, the scabbards coming up in and the raid popping off, Luffy's like, hold on a second. It's not our turn just yet. Let them take care of business. The scabbards come down. Raid begins. Tsunachi. Absolutely amazing. That chapter, from beginning to end, was downright thrilling, bro. I mean, yo, the goosebumps were going all the way through. Coming in at number 8, we have Yamatos Introduction. Y'all knew this was coming. This was a chapter that whenever I finished it, my mind was blown. And I specifically, 983 blew my mind, but 984, when we got to see Yamato Got to see what Oda was trying to do with the whole self-proclaimed Kozuki Oden stuff. And my brain, because of my love for that theme in fiction, the two themes of freedom and identity, right? The moment that I saw Yamato's character, I was like, Oda's gonna do it. Oda's gonna give us a wonderful character journey here with Yamato. And the moment that those possibilities went through my mind, I remember staying up almost that whole night, recording a Recon's piece extremely late into the night, talking about the possibility of Yamato's character arc, where her journey could go from here on, the possibilities of the future, and it just had me so excited. And let alone the stuff that was taking place within the chapter itself, with the whole Yamato and Luffy awesome sauce, revealing Oden's journal, the interactions between Yamato and Luffy, which are absolutely spectacular. Ulti getting pwned by the Thunder Bagua, Luffy versus Ulti. I mean, it was going down, man. It was a spectacular portion of Onigashima, but just Yamato's introduction, just as a character, the character of Yamato by itself has got to be somewhere on this list, man. What an awesome character, dude. Now, coming in at number 7, I can't believe I'm about to say this, man. This was the panel that I was looking forward to the most for years. 4 years, and it lived up to expectations. And the fact that it's down at number 7 is a message from Oda to me saying, yo, we are here to surpass expectations, coach. Coming in at number 7 is the reunion. That legendary panel in chapter 889, or 989 of the Straw Hats looking absolutely incredible in that one panel together. The Straw Hat crew finally in one magnificent double-page spread. And in that very same chapter, we had awesome sauce with Frankie, with Usopp, Robin with the Delphinium, Zoro and Luffy being like, yo, let's go up in like Summer Sanji. I was just like, yo, this is goated. This is fire. And just ending off in an incredible double-page spread. And I believe we went on break the following week. It was just, man, I remember when I was waiting to reread the chapter with the official translation while I was at work, and I was like, man, chapter needs to come out already. And the chapter came out, I instantly read it, and I was like, yes, like, dude, amazing, absolutely amazing stuff, man. I adored that chapter, and for it to be this low, like I said, it's a testament to how great Onigashima is, man. Now, coming in at number 6, the Ult Fest, the Smash Fest that was the Scabbards versus Kaido on the roof, man. I'm talking specifically when all of them were using all of their ultimates. Panel after panel, page after page, with the chapter ending off and all of them doing the Oden 2 sword style Paradise Totsuka. That chapter was so hype, dude. I'm talking the blood was pumping. We were losing our minds. It was magnificent. The fact that we got that chapter, it was about 20 chapters after the end of the Oden flashback, the build-up from the entire arc, the build-up of so many years of being with Kinemon and knowing how much this meant to Kinemon, to Momonosuke. And then we got introduced to more of the Scabbards as time progressed, and through Dressrosa and Zoe, and then a Whole Cake, finding out more about the Dawn, and then in Wano, seeing what truly happened to these characters in their past and what led to this moment. All that build up to them using this Paradise Totsuka on Kaido and it dealing death. Greatness. Absolute greatness, man. Coming in at number 5, the GOAT with a coat. Bro, when we entered Onigashima and we saw Luffy with that coat on next to Law and Kid, and they were out here doing their thing right off the bat, but with all that being, just this by itself, Luffy with a coat on. Bro, the king with a coat. Son, my man's had the coat rocking. I remember there was one panel, dude, Luffy was wearing the straw hat, holding it just like this with a coat just flapping in the wind. And I was like, yo, this is peak fiction. Dude, finally seeing this man with a coat reminiscent to that of Shanks. I was like, my boy made it. My boy is out here, dude. Like, that by itself was, to me, on the same type of tier as like chapter 903, where I was like, yo, what a journey we've been on. That my man is out here rocking a coat. He's an emperor, bro. He's truly an emperor. The goat with a coat, and then following the goat with a coat, Jinbei returns. Now the whole crew is complete. They go up right up in like somewhere, enter Onigashima with not a single flagnard to get. Love it. You love to see it, bro. Now coming in at number 4. Yo, this man Kaido, at the end of chapter 997, proceeded to lift Onigashima. He lifted it, bro. On some final boss from a video game type of stuff, you could hear One Winged Angel playing in the background. Kaido, Kaido. I mean, yo, he lifted that junk. And at the time, right, because Kaido had already been proven to be a monster. We know how much of a monster Kaido is. But when I saw that, I was like, hold on, bro. This is bad. This is bad, bro. Like, even Big Mom aside, even if Big Mom was not here, Kaido's presence by himself, my dude just lifted up an entire island. He lifted up the island, bro. And I was just like, holy sweet mother of Flagnards. We had no idea what happened to the rest of the Scabbards. Always thought it was the rest of their bodies. In that same chapter, Zoro pwned Apu. I was like, dog, this is legendary. This is Onigashima. The threat level was at its absolute peak. I was like, bro, how in the world are we going to take on these monsters? How? How? My dude is out here lifting islands. Coming in at number 3. Y'all know I'm a fanboy. I can't deny it. But that's the beauty of it, man. You gotta have your biases. And I'm biased towards the lovely Nami Swan. Alright? And when she stated at the end of chapter 995 that my boy, the king, that Luffy will never stop until he becomes king of the pirates, the tears were swelling, man. Because throughout that entire situation, we know how outclassed Nami and Usopp were against Ulti and Page 1. And throughout that entire situation, Nami got hit with a headbutt. That same headbutt that Luffy and Ulti clashed. This one probably more powerful considering the form that Ulti was in. Ulti went in and smacked Nami with one of those headbutts. And even with her about to receive another one, that could have been her death. At death's door, she still did not sell out the king's dream. She was like, yo, that man is gonna be king of the pirates. And anytime a Straw Hat has one of those moments, it's always legendary. But the fact that it came from Nami in that situation, and then Tama showing up there at the end, I mean, amazing stuff, dude. I'm telling you, when that gets animated, the tears are gonna be fine. They are going to be coming down the cheeks, and I'm not gonna stop it because it's legendary. Coming in at number 2, the flashback that we had been waiting for from the moment that Yamato was introduced. From the moment that we saw that Yamato had some sort of connection to Ace, I was like, yo, when are we gonna get that flashback? And the flashback not only delivered, but the fact that it was chapters 999 and half of 1000, the stuff that was covered within the flashback, the stuff that was stated within the flashback for both Ace's character and for Yamato's character was absolutely splendid, man. Absolutely splendid. By far my favorite Ace flashback in the arc so far, and we've had some good ones, some good little nods to Ace within this arc, but that Yamato and Ace flashback was out of this world, bro. It was so perfectly placed within the story, where Momonosuke's having a conversation with Yamato, and Yamato's talking about, you know, why it is that she's doing these things and whatnot. And then whenever they go back to the dragon that was taken down, it's like, yo, this was where Ace did his thing. And then they had that conversation that we got to see after Yamato took on Ace and after Ace showed up. And Yamato was on her lonesome and still putting on that work against Ace and the squad. And it's like, man, and the level of respect between the two, seeing how giddy Yamato would get when Ace would speak about his pirate adventures and going out, and Yamato wanting to be free, you know, going back to those themes and stuff that I just really adore and love, and the possibilities of Yamato's character. I was seeing it before my very eyes. And what a wonderful flashback, man. I mean, come on, dude. It's Portgas the Ace, bro. Not only is it Ace, it's an Ace and Yamato flashback. And then in chapter 1000, it was the perfect transition to my number one, man. My number one, without question. It's not even close. This might even be, whenever I rank my favorite chapters, my favorite chapters in the entire series, this is without a doubt going to be at the very least top 5. It can't go below 5. It can't, bro. My number one is Roof Piece. It is from chapter 1000 to 1003. That right there, man, was absolutely... That's the only thing I could say, bro. This and the Jordan jersey. That's all I can say. Dude, with our own eyes, with my own eyes, the thing that I had been waiting for when I first got into One Piece, man, the last arc that I watched in the anime was Enies Lobby. Right, that was the last arc. I switched over to the manga in Thriller Bark. So my last memory of the One Piece anime was post Enies Lobby. We're talking Shanks, Whitebeard, Ace, Blackbeard, and the official introduction of the Yonko system. So that stuff has been in my memory for God knows how many years. And so for so long, I was like, when is Luffy gonna be able to get to the level where he's fighting them? You know, when he's on the same level as Shanks, on the same level as Whitebeard, on the same level as Kaido, Big Mom. And then as the series progressed, and you got to see Whitebeard putting respect on his name the first time he used Conqueror's Haki back in Marineford, and you got to see everyone talking about his potential, Mihawk saying he has the most dangerous power known to man, which is the power to, you know, bring people to him. And then, you know, going through the time skip, and seeing right after Fisherman Island, he calls out Big Mom saying, who in the flying flames are you? I'm Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm taking over this territory. You want to see me about it? You can see me about it. And just to see all of that, then him getting one-shotted by Kaido in the beginning of Wano, directly after being named the 5th Emperor, being like, yo, boy, step down a bit. You're not on our level just yet. For him to come in chapter 1000 and hit a red rock on Kaido's face saying, yo, I'm here now. Let's get it. Let's go. I have a coat on. I'm an emperor. I'm the king. Who's going to stop me? And then from then on, to know that 1000 was not the peak of that stretch. To follow that up with the 3 legends going up against Kaido and Big Mom in what was some magnificent double-page spreads. And just the back and forth between them. Some of those panels were glorious. But then chapter 1002 with the 2, dude, bro, listen, man, where is it? Listen, dude. When you have these two fighting Yonkos on an equal playing field, when you have Big Mom telling Kaido to dodge, when Luffy smacked up Kaido so badly that it forced Big Mom to not only be shook once, but twice at the king's greatness. And Luffy and Zoro, the way that Zoro was looking after the king after each and every single attack, the way the attacks were choreographed, seeing the attacks from everybody else too, the Sonic Scythe from Killer, Kid with his Gundam going up in like Swimmer Law, with his strategy, Shambles, going in and Gamma Knives, and I was just like, dog, they're fighting the emperors, and I'm seeing with my own 2 eyes. I am still stuck at the fact that we're in the 1000s now. We're in the 4 digits. And then we start off the 4 digits with Luffy boxing emperors, bro. And it's like, yo. But following that up, with Zoro going ham against Kaido, Kaido released his own version of the attack that he used against Kiku and the rest of the scabbards, and we saw how much damage that did. This man Zoro brushed that thing to the side like it was Ichigo's eyes and just did a get that thing out of here. He goes in. Kaido starts his own twister. Then Zoro goes right back and hits him with his own dragon twister, bro. I was like, what is going on? This is filthy. And then just to follow that up with him going hybrid form and And just Big Mom going up in like Swimmer, really showing how much of a threat she is. She's taking no damage. I mean, with that incredible massive, I'm trying to remember the name of the attack right now, but whenever the lightning started taking over the entire field, you saw the change in the weather, and I was like, this is nuts. This is exactly what I would have wanted to see as a battle between Yonkos. A battle between Yonko level individuals going up in like Swimwear, dude. A battle of the new generation going up against the Emperors. Where now we're seeing that Luffy and Zoro can tussle with these individuals that we saw as being so far for so long. And now we're here. We have officially arrived at the point to where we can throw hands with them, man. And it's been glorious. It's been magnificent. It's been surpassing expectations each and every single week. And I can't wait to continue the greatness of Roof Beast, man. It is going to be goated whenever we go up there again and see this man's hybrid form. Luffy going into Snake Man. Or we're going to start seeing some new techniques from the rest of the squad. Some more coordinated attacks. I mean, I'm a huge fan of boss battles. As you guys know, I play a lot of video games, man. But by God, this boss battle's on another level, dude. It is on another level. This man Oda with his constant double page spreads. The art has been out of this world. The impacts, the way everything just flows so well from page to page. This, so far, it's looking like it's going to end up being the best fight in the entire series. Bar none. Bar none by the end of it, man. The Supernova versus the Yonko. If you would have shown these panels to me a couple of years ago, let alone a decade ago, he would have been like, yo, that's fan art. There's no way. And it is way. It is way, man. The goat with the coat is going up in like swimwear, and it got to the point where he needed to get taken out of Gear 4th before he started really wheeling on Kaido, dog, because he was going in. Kaido's, yo, could you imagine that? Luffy does not leave Gear 4th, and then standing face to face is Luffy in Gear 4th with Kaido in hybrid form, and they start really throwing hands. Oh my God. That's what I'm saying, man. I can't wait until this man gets back in there, bro. I can't wait until he gets back into G4, and it is time. Hybrid form Kaido, Luffy real hockeyed up, ready to go up in like somewhere, just like in the opening. Snake Man, speed versus speed, because we know how fast Kaido is in his regular state. My man was so fast that Luffy could barely dodge it. And he has extreme future observation right now, bro. Like, can you imagine this man in hybrid form? If he gets even faster than that, Luffy's gonna have to go into Snake Man. And it's gonna be nasty, man. But regardless, this has been my top 10 favorite moments in Onigashima so far. Let me know what your favorite moments in the arc have been so far. Because listen, man, this arc has been absolutely spectacular so far. And I can't wait for the next installment, man. I'll see y'all next time. Everybody has an awesome sauce of a day. This has been the Recon's Piece. And I hope everybody has a blessed one, man. Take care.